Repetition is the mother of learning, so they say, and nepotism is the mother of bullish. Is that what it is? Everyone, I need your help. Fill me in a little bit. I ain't been keeping up on the NBA so much this year. But man, the internet is erupted. All kinds of reactions going down. LeBron James, G-checking Stephen A. Smith. Then you see all the reactions and responses from people like, yo, I don't care how tough you think you are. If LeBron stepped to you all up in your grill like that, you would want no smoke. All you internet tough guys. Or Stephen A. is a meteorologist, the NBA media guy. He covers the NBA. LeBron and Bronny play in the NBA. The man's doing his job within reason. I don't know. I want to know what y'all think about it. Like Stephen A. Smith, always the center of so much controversy, whether it's him just being loud and boisterous, which I don't know. I think Stephen A is pretty good at what he does at the end of the day. Some people don't like him, some do, but he gets ratings. And you see here too, people are like, yo, what is this about? Did they really do a Kai Senate, Stephen A, MJ versus LeBron debate? Or is this like a memed out joke type thing? Like I said, I haven't stayed up on the NBA. Every year I'm like, man, I want to follow the sport a little closer, but life's been crazy. And I don't like this playoff format, the playing rounds like it's March Madness. I'm not a fan. I know my bro lines like coffee is good for business, it's good for the game. But from my understanding, what this all seems to be over, if it is, it's kind of funny stuff.
You know, I was on First Take, my day job on ESPN earlier this morning, and I spoke about this, and I felt the need to elaborate even further because a couple of people text me and pissed me off, and they know who they are. People close to LeBron James talking to me about questioning him as a father. Come on, y'all. I mean, it's got to a point where this LeBron sensitivity is just beyond the pale. You call him the second best player in the history of the game, you're insulting him because you said he's not the GOAT. You're saying that at age 40, we've never seen anybody do what he does, but pointing out at times how he may not have hustled back on defense in a key pivotal moment, and that's a problem. You give him all the praise in the world when he drops 40, but he has a bad night, and you say he had a bad night, and you're hating. It's ridiculous. But never before has it been more ridiculous than it is right now, because the reality is that we got to be real about what we're seeing when we talk about Bronny James. I am not a person that had a problem with Bronny James being on the court for the season opener with LeBron James. That was a phenomenal moment. To see a father on the court with his son who has NBA aspirations playing together for the first time in NBA history. The Griffeys in baseball, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. were in attendance for it. It was a special moment. My position has always been that should have been the only moment we saw Bronny James in a Lakers uniform this season, because he's not ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be an NBA player. I'm not here to tell you that he should give up his dreams and his aspirations. I think the kid's got potential. I think the kid will be in the NBA one day. I watched him in the G League doing this thing. I think he's going to be fine eventually. But that's not the case yet. And because it's not the case yet, and then you see some of these numbers, I do find myself looking at LeBron James instead of Bronny James, because LeBron is the basketball savant. LeBron is one of the top two greatest players in the history of the game. LeBron has forgotten more basketball than most people would know. So no matter what we think about Bronny, he knows more. But you see what you see. Bronny James has played in 13 NBA games. Ladies and gentlemen, he's averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. He shot 1 for 16 from the field in his NBA career and 0 for 7 from three-point range. And he's playing in the first quarter of an NBA game? Really? And everybody wants to look at it and LeBron has nothing to do with that. He didn't tell JJ Redick to put him in the game. I get all that. But come on. I'm not being cruel to Bronny. I'm looking out. Do you want it this way, LeBron? Do you want it this way, Rich Paul? Do you want it this way? He can't go into the G League and average 20, 25 and stay there until he's ready? Because he's LeBron's son, you know how they're going to judge him. And before anybody wants to jump on me, remember, I never saw Bronny James play until he showed up in the NBA, in the G League. I refused to watch him because if I watched him, I would have to talk about him. And I didn't want to talk about LeBron James' son because I thought it was so unfair to the kid. He's such a wonderful kid. Wonderful family. You know, I was.
So what a moment that was, seeing Bronny and LeBron suit up, Lakers gear, go out there. Something we've never seen in the NBA, right? You heard him mention the Griffeys, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. playing for the same squad. I think that's the only time in sports that's one of the four major professional sports that's happened. There's been brothers that played together against each other and stuff like that, but as far as father and son, other than the Griffeys, this is it, I believe. And, you know, we hear so much about PC culture, cancel culture, can't say this, can't say that, everyone's too soft and everything. Is there indeed some truth to what Stephen A is saying here, that there's a whole philosophy of that going on when it comes to LeBron James, that LeBron has just been this guy who, hell of a ball player. Everyone comment your thoughts about the LeBron MJ debate, LeBron, Bronny. And also, how long is his career going to keep going? I saw a lot of people before Bronny hit the draft theorizing that this is what he wanted to do, was play with his son, and then that was going to be about it. Do you think that that's true, that the end for LeBron could be near as far as playing in the NBA, or do you think that's not even on his radar yet, or what? But back to what, you know, I was talking about with this whole nepotism and sensitivity thing. Does LeBron have a whole thing of that going on where, because he's been anointed the individual that he is with this status, which again, he's deserved it for the amazing things that he's done. Some people don't like the ish that he did, taking his talents to South Beach, going back to Cleveland after they burned his jerseys and getting him a ring. Then, you know, with the Lakers, just, I don't know, he's that dude. So there's always going to be a lot of reactions that are going to be opposite sides of the spectrum. But is this actual factual that, like, you can't say nothing about LeBron, and is there's some major nepotism going on here? Like, yo, we talked about Stephen A being the center of controversy, and did he even play college ball? And who was it? Whitlock went up and dug up them numbers. Like, Bronny's numbers, averages are sounding like Stephen A's. You know what I mean? Wasn't it Stephen A say he played and got hurt or whatever, and then the only thing that they could find was some dude playing a half a game, averaging some, I don't know, some bunk ass numbers. There was a whole lot with it all, and I'm intrigued to hear what everyone has to say about it. But is this where it's really at in the NBA right now, that LeBron is just who he is, to the point that if you say anything in regards to his son playing in the league, and again, I haven't been following the sport so closely, but I feel like some of what he's saying is true, right? Like, Bronny really isn't ready to be playing in the NBA. He's a developmental player who isn't even close to reaching his potential, or what? You know what I mean? Like, if that is all for the course on track, like it seems to be to me, and again, all the basketball fans, like, join the debate, the discussion. What's really the problem? Because it's not like Stephen A was talking greasy, getting disrespectful. He was just saying, hey, I don't even want to see this dude play because I don't think he's ready to play. And then the whole nepotism thing happens, and people are getting at me, texting me, and I don't know, it seems that it's come down to the point of a face-to-face confrontation on the hardwood. And I don't know, it just seemed oh so uncomfortable. And I don't know, quite the viral moment. You know what I mean? From LeBron and Bronny going out there, father and son making history, a viral moment, to LeBron seemingly checking Stephen A. Smith. Obviously, we couldn't hear what was being said, but the body language said a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, this is a dude who's always chill, laid back, very positive. You know, you don't see that side of him very often, but it was looking ugly right there, man. And I don't know what to make of this all, but if it is all what it seems to be to me, this is, I don't know, this is kind of fucked up, man. Like, nepotism has no place in sports, am I right? But at the end of the day, if this is all what it is, it really is kind of a testament to what an iconic, epic career LeBron James has had, that this has seemed to have happened. You know what I mean? It's really something. So that's all I got. Again, thanks for tuning in. It's Coffee, talking music, news, sports, and more. Sub up, hit the comments, hit the buttons. Look forward to talking to y'all. Catch you guys on the next video. And I'm up out of here. Peace.